What if humanity, in its distant past, possessed extraordinary senses, incredible physical resilience, or even mental capabilities that we've now lost or forgotten? What if the march of civilization and technology has dulled our natural instincts, leading us to abandon powerful inherent abilities that once helped us survive and thrive? In this video, we're diving deep into 10 strange abilities humans may once have possessed, but have seemingly lost or greatly diminished over time, exploring ancient accounts, evolutionary theories, and baffling modern anomalies. From heightened senses and incredible physical feats to potential forms of intuition and connection. Get ready to question the true limits of human potential. And trust me, the number one ability on this list is so profound, its loss might represent a fundamental shift in our very consciousness and connection to the world around us. You're about to explore the fascinating intersection of anthropology, biology, and the unexplained, pushing the boundaries of what we deem humanly possible. Can you imagine a time when humans could navigate vast distances by sensing Earth's magnetic fields? Stick around, because I'm going to reveal how our ancestors might have had an innate compass. Before we unlock these forgotten human potentials, do me a quick favor. Hit that like button, share this with a friend who believes in untapped human power. And if you haven't already, subscribe and ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on more mind-bending content from 360 World. And I want to hear from you. Which of these lost abilities do you wish humanity could still possess? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. 10. Enhanced olfaction, the lost power of scent. What if our ancient ancestors could track prey, identify individuals, and even sense emotional states just by smell? A superpowered sense of smell that we've largely lost? Imagine a time when the world was experienced not just through sight and sound, but through a rich, intricate tapestry of odors, providing vital information for survival. This isn't just about a good nose. Our ancestral olfaction was likely far more acute and crucial than today's dulled sense, a forgotten ability diminished by modern living. How did our sense of smell become so weak? Early humans relied heavily on their sense of smell for survival, detecting predators, finding food, identifying fertile ground, and recognizing kin arrivals. While modern humans can still distinguish a vast array of smells, our olfactory capabilities are significantly diminished compared to many animals, and likely our ancient ancestors. Some scientists hypothesize that as vision and language became dominant senses for complex social structures and navigation, our reliance on smell decreased, leading to its evolutionary down-prioritization. The processing centers in our brains for smell are relatively smaller compared to other animals. While we may retain some subconscious responses to pheromones and subtle scents, the conscious, acute, and vital role of smell in daily life has largely been forgotten. A powerful sensory ability we traded for other evolutionary advantages. A superpowered nose, dulled by civilization. What subtle warnings are we missing in the air around us? Let me know in the comments. And brace yourself, because our next lost ability involves incredible resistance to cold. 9. Natural cold resistance, our ancestors' built-in warmth. Imagine humans who could withstand freezing temperatures for extended periods, even sleeping outdoors in the bitter cold without ill effect, relying on internal mechanisms to stay warm. What if our distant ancestors possessed a built-in resilience to extreme cold, a natural adaptation that allowed them to thrive in harsh climates before the advent of warm clothing and shelter? This isn't just about toughness. Our ancestral cold resistance may have been a physical ability we've largely lost due to millennia of artificial comfort, making modern humans far more vulnerable to the elements. How did we lose this natural insulation? Evidence suggests that early hominids, and even early Homo sapiens, were remarkably adapted to varying and often cold climates. They developed physiological responses like brown fat and efficient shivering, possibly more pronounced than in modern humans who live in climate-controlled environments. Some indigenous groups today, like the San people of the Kalahari or certain Himalayan communities, still exhibit remarkable cold tolerance. But for the majority of humanity, prolonged exposure to cold is dangerous. Our reliance on clothing, heating, and insulated shelters has likely led to a emphasis on these innate physiological responses over generations. We've essentially outsourced our body's natural heating system to technology and infrastructure. This means a natural, inherent ability to thrive in cold has been largely forgotten or diminished in most modern populations. Built-in warmth, traded for central heating, what survival instincts have we weakened in exchange for comfort? Don't go anywhere, because our next lost ability involves an incredible capacity for natural healing. 8. Enhanced regenerative healing, the body's lost repair kit. Have you ever wondered if the human body once possessed a far greater capacity for self-repair, healing severe injuries, or even regrowing lost parts more effectively than it does today? Imagine our ancestors recovering from grievous wounds that would be fatal to modern humans, or having tissues repair with astonishing speed and completeness. This isn't just wishful thinking. Some theories suggest humans once had enhanced regenerative healing, a biological ability that has been greatly diminished through evolutionary pathways, leaving us with far less impressive repair mechanisms. Why can't we heal like a salamander? While humans possess impressive healing capabilities, we fall far short of animals like salamanders, which can regrow entire limbs or organs. Some evolutionary biologists speculate that complex regeneration might have been more prevalent in earlier, simpler organisms, and that as species became more complex, the trade-off for specialized functions reduced the capacity for large-scale regeneration. Alternatively, our immune systems, designed for fighting off infection, might actively suppress excessive tissue growth that could lead to tumors, inadvertently limiting regeneration. Archaeological evidence of ancient human remains with healed but severe trauma suggests resilience, but the precise extent of lost regeneration is debated. However, the very existence of remarkable healing in some animals and the body's residual capacity to repair hints at a powerful biological toolkit that might have once been more robust in our distant past, or is simply suppressed by modern lifestyles and genetics, a super-powered repair kit now mostly dormant. What incredible healing powers are hidden deep within our DNA? Up next, a baffling ability to find one's way without technology. 7. Magnetoreception, our innate compass sense. What if humans once possessed a subtle, innate ability to sense Earth's magnetic fields, allowing them to navigate vast distances without compasses, stars, or landmarks? Imagine our ancestors orienting themselves instinctively, guided by an invisible force, like birds or turtles on their epic migrations. This isn't just a fantasy. Magnetoreception, the ability to detect magnetic fields, is proven in many animals, and some scientists theorize that humans might retain a vestigial, largely unrecognized capacity for it. Have we lost our natural GPS? Numerous animal species, including birds, insects, and marine life, use magnetoreception for navigation. While humans don't have a conscious magnetic sense, recent scientific studies have provided tantalizing evidence that we might possess a subconscious one. Experiments have shown subtle brainwave responses to changes in magnetic fields, even when participants are unaware of them. This suggests that the human brain might still be capable of detecting geomagnetic cues, a remnant from a time when such a sense would have been invaluable for long-distance travel and orientation. As technology advanced and humans relied more on visual landmarks, stars, and eventually maps, the conscious awareness and practical application of this subtle magnetic sense likely faded. It exists as a dormant sixth sense, a forgotten ability that might still subtly influence our spatial awareness. An invisible compass, lost to modern life. What profound connection to the earth have we severed? Don't go anywhere, because our next lost ability involves incredible memory feats. 6. I detect memory, recalling every detail. Have you ever wished you could remember every single detail you've ever seen or heard? Like a camera capturing an image without forgetting. Imagine individuals who could recall entire books, complex diagrams, or even entire landscapes with perfect accuracy after seeing them only once, a true photographic memory. This isn't just exceptional recall. Eidetic memory, while rare in adults, is more common in children, leading some to theorize it's a natural human ability that fades with age, perhaps suppressed by the brain's need to filter information. Is perfect memory a forgotten childhood gift? True eidetic memory, where images are retained with perfect clarity as if still present, is extremely rare in adults, but has been observed more frequently in young children. This phenomenon has led to speculation that it is a natural human cognitive ability present in early development, which then fades as the brain matures and develops more complex, semantic, and abstract forms of memory. The brain's incredible capacity to filter and prioritize information, crucial for efficient thought, might inadvertently suppress this raw, unfiltered visual recall. While techniques exist to train memory, the spontaneous, effortless, and comprehensive nature of true memory seems to be a developmental stage most humans pass through and then forget how to access. A perfect memory traded for efficient thinking. What other incredible cognitive abilities have we unknowingly outgrown? Coming up next, a bizarre connection to the natural world through a sixth sense. 5. Proprioception and interoception. The deep body sense we've ignored. What if your ancestors had a far more acute and conscious awareness of their own bodies, their internal states, and their position in space, giving them a profound connection to their physical self? Imagine feeling every muscle fiber, every subtle shift in balance, and every internal organ's function with remarkable clarity, allowing for incredible feats of coordination. And this isn't just being in tune with your body. Our proprioception were likely far more developed and consciously utilized by ancient humans, a forgotten sixth sense dulled by modern, less physically demanding lives. Have we lost our deepest bodily awareness? Proprioception is the unconscious perception of movement and spatial orientation arising from stimuli within the body itself. Interoception is a sense of the physiological condition of the body, including hunger, thirst, pain, and internal organ sensations. While these senses are fundamental for all humans, their conscious awareness and fine-tuning very ancient humans constantly engaged in physically demanding activities like hunting, gathering, and navigating challenging terrain, would have had an immense selective pressure to develop and maintain highly acute proprioceptive and interoceptive abilities. Modern sedentary lifestyles, reliance on external tools, and processed sensory input might have led to a diminished conscious awareness and fine-tuning of these deep body senses. While they still operate subconsciously, the direct, acute awareness of our physical self and its internal workings might be a forgotten aspect of human experience, impacting everything from physical agility to emotional regulation. A deep body sense, lost to modern comfort. What insights into our own biology have we unknowingly abandoned? Don't go anywhere, because our next lost ability involves incredible jaw and teeth strength. For robust jaw and teeth strength, a primitive powerhouse. What if our ancient ancestors possessed jaws and teeth so incredibly strong and resilient they could chew through tough raw foods, roots, and even bones with ease, a biting power far superior to modern humans? Imagine a time when dental issues were rare and human mouths were powerful tools for processing a diverse and abrasive diet. This isn't just about diet. Our ancestral jaw and teeth strength was a physical powerhouse, gradually diminished by processed foods and a shift in dietary habits, leaving us with weaker jaws and more dental problems. Have we lost our natural bite? Archaeological evidence from ancient human skulls and dental wear patterns indicates that our ancestors, especially early hominids, had significantly more robust jaws and larger, stronger teeth. Their diets consisted of tough raw vegetables, fibrous plants, nuts, and unprocessed meat, requiring immense chewing power. The constant mechanical stress from these abrasive foods stimulated bone growth in the jaw and maintained tooth strength. With the advent of cooking, food processing, and softer diets, this selective pressure diminished. Over millennia, human jaws became smaller, less robust, and our teeth adapted to softer foods, leading to increased instances of wisdom teeth impaction, misalignment, and greater susceptibility to cavities. The sheer biting and chewing power of our ancestors is a physical ability largely lost to our modern, softer diets. Powerful jaws, weakened by soft food. What physical strength have we sacrificed for culinary convenience? Now, prepare for the top 3, which delve into the most profound and challenging lost human potential. The next one is about a bizarre connection to seasonal cycles. 3 vestigial hibernation traces humans once snoozed like bears. Could ancient humans, facing extreme cold or food scarcity, have once possessed a physiological capacity for a form of hibernation, slowing their metabolism to survive harsh conditions? Imagine our distant ancestors entering a state of a long sleep not unlike bears, to conserve energy during brutal winters or famines. This isn't just animal behavior. Some scientists speculate about vestigial traces of hibernation in humans, pointing to specific physiological responses, suggesting a forgotten survival mechanism from our deep past. Did humans once snooze through winter? While full, true hibernation is not observed in modern humans, some scientists have proposed the human hibernation hypothesis, suggesting our ancestors might have possessed a limited or vestigial capacity for torpor in response to extreme environmental stress. This is based on subtle physiological clues. For instance, studies on brain activity during prolonged fasting or extreme cold have shown some metabolic suppression. There are also specific genes and metabolic pathways in humans that are similar to those involved in animal hibernation. While we've developed external coping mechanisms, the idea is that the genetic blueprint for metabolic slowdown might still exist, hinting at a lost internal survival strategy from our deep past when food was scarce and winters were brutal. It's a fascinating thought experiment into our body's forgotten survival tools, a long sleep for survival. What other ancient survival mechanisms are still hidden in our biology? Up next, a chilling theory about an innate ability to perceive unseen energies. 2. Extrasensory perception, subtle energy sensing, lost sixth senses. What if humanity once possessed heightened forms of perception, subtle sixth senses that allowed us to perceive energies, intentions, or even future events beyond our 5 traditional senses? Imagine our ancestors sensing the presence of unseen entities, or picking up on energy fields, or possessing a stronger, more intuitive connection to their environment and others. This isn't just paranormal belief. Extrasensory perception, encompassing concepts like telepathy, clairvoyance, or sensing auras, is explored by some as a lost human ability, a sensitivity to subtle energies that has been suppressed by our materialistic worldview. Have we lost senses beyond the 5? Historically, many cultures have described individuals with abilities that fall under the umbrella of ESP or subtle energy sensing, often linked to spiritual or shamanic practices, while mainstream science largely dismisses ESP due to lack of reproducible evidence. Proponents argue that our modern and physically oriented worldview might actively suppress or ignore these subtle forms of perception. The human brain is incredibly complex, and our sensory organs only pick up a fraction of available information. It's theorized that our ancestors, living closer to nature and relying on intuition for survival, might have been more attuned to subtle environmental cues or even non-physical energy fields. The shift towards analytical thinking and technological reliance could have atrophied these sensory and the lingering anecdotal evidence of human intuition, empathy, and gut feelings keeps the idea of these lost, subtle perceptions alive, suggesting an untapped capacity for understanding the world beyond our current senses. Hidden sixth senses, dulled by modern life. What unseen layers of reality are we no longer perceiving? And now, for the number 1 ultimate lost human ability, one that could redefine our very consciousness. This is the one that changes everything. 1. subconscious, dream recall, and lucid dreaming. A forgotten world within. What if ancient humans had a natural, almost effortless ability to fully remember their dreams, to explore them consciously, and even to lucid dream, to become fully aware and control their dreams, using this inner world for spiritual insight, and even communication? Imagine a time when the boundary between waking life and the dream realm was far thinner, and dreams were a vital source of knowledge and connection. Not just fleeting, forgotten images. This isn't just a sleep state. Conscious dream recall and lucid dreaming, while still possible for some, are widely considered lost or diminished human abilities, suggesting a profound disconnection from our own inner consciousness that has occurred over millennia. Have we forgotten how to fully explore our own minds? Anthropological evidence from indigenous cultures and ancient spiritual traditions suggests that many ancient societies placed immense importance on dreams, actively cultivating dream recall and lucid dreaming techniques. Dreams were seen as sources of guidance, healing, and connection to ancestral spirits or other realities. Modern humans, particularly in Western societies, often struggle to remember dreams at all, let alone become lucid within them. The increasing pace of modern life, emphasis on external reality, reliance on artificial light, and suppression of the subconscious could all contribute to this loss. It's theorized that the ability to consciously explore and utilize a dream state might be a fundamental human potential that has atrophied due to lack of cultural emphasis and practice. If true, this represents a profound loss of inner exploration, self-understanding, and direct access to the subconscious mind, making it perhaps the most significant forgotten ability of humanity. A lost inner world full of wisdom. What vast realms of our own consciousness have we unknowingly abandoned? If these strange abilities humans may once have had left you speechless, then you absolutely have to check out our next video right here, where we explore even more bizarre scientific phenomena that defy current understanding. You won't want to miss it. And remember, if you only scrolled to the end of this video, you missed out on the chilling possibilities of and the intriguing idea of brain cosmology. Definitely go back and watch those parts. Before you go, hit that like button one last time, share this video with anyone who loves to ponder the universe's deepest secrets. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Join the 360 World community and let's keep exploring the cosmos' most astounding theories together. Until next time, stay curious, stay questioning, and keep looking up.